the dummy of the group, because listen, here we go.
Love you. And no matter what, keep doing what you do. Keep doing whatever you do. Keep doing it. You gotta keep it true.
Hey friend, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Aniya here. I post lifestyle, faith-based, and other creative content. Today's video, I have my friends. So today's video is a girl chat. I'm gonna go down the line and they're gonna introduce themselves. Start this way, and I'll have like their social media and everything underneath. So, hi, I'm Ashanti.
I'm Jocelyn.
I'm Dabbie.
So, the first topic we had going 50-50. So, how do y'all feel about that?
The first date.
The first date?
No. Sorry. Whoever asks somebody out on the date is paying for the date.
Yeah.
Period.
Me, I actually don't mind it. Surprising to y'all. But I don't like, because I know most guys are very insecure, so I don't want them to feel like I owe them anything afterwards just because they paid for a date. So it's like I don't mind paying for myself. And as me and my sister used to watch true crime and stuff, I want to make sure I have a ride home and I can pay for myself. So I'm good.
See that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
terrible
I'm
that
safe.
men have traumatized us to that point. Cause oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm not gonna ask you out. So if you ask me out, I'm not going 50-50 with you. Like unless I feel like some dudes would throw a tantrum and then be like, I'm not paying for nothing but me. And if that's the case, we ain't got no speaking.
You do not have to worry about me.
Go to the date with your money in your bag.
Yeah.
Just in case he's trying to start acting up. If you ask me on a date, I'm not paying for it. That's ridiculous. I feel like it's the same thing with me. Like if I ask a man on a date and the only man I would be asking out on a date is somebody who I'm with. But if I ask you on a date, I'm gonna pay for the date. I asked you. So if you ask me and you expect me to pull out my wallet or they bring the check and you sit in back, there's an issue. What's wrong with you?
We should also add how no one really asks anyone on a date and has where we're going to go anyway. So it's like, it depends on the date for me. Like, if I have to suggest the date, then I'm fine with going 50-50, whatever I suggested. Like, if I wanted to do something like, I don't know, bungee jumping or like going to like an escape room, I'm fine going 50-50. But if you ask me out to dinner, I am expecting you at least to want to pay. Maybe I leave a tip or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you pay that tip. That's the typical thing.
Yeah.
Like, what is a date? What is considered a date? Like
Oh,
McDonald's,
that's a-
chicken. Like, what do y'all consider
McDonald's.
It's a date when it's not something that you would just casually do by yourself. You have to put thought into it and do something out of the ordinary. I feel like that kind of makes it a date. You don't have to be extravagant, but like.
So I can take you to McDonald's. I thought about taking you to McDonald's. And I can take. I reserved that.
You want to
look like
fight?
a fast food type.
Yeah,
That. The hell? What?
No, because I just saw a tweet last night. It was Michael B. Jordan or somebody took their significant other to Chick-fil-A on the first date. So that's where I'm taking you. Hey. I think it was Chadwick Boseman.
That's
He took his wife on the first date before they got married.
That's like copycat. Be original.
Okay, and then how long ago was that? First of all,
I mean, it depends on like the age, and it depends on like me. I want to experience. Don't give me the
no,
Chick-fil-A.
heavy on the age because I feel like us young guys.
That's like an appetizer.
We bougie. Let's be for real. Us like our age group, we're mad bougie. Like, there's no way. I feel like people who are what do you call that generation? When they were younger, it was normal to take a girl to meet up at the burger shop and that was your date. But nowadays you got be for real. Like back then it was normal. You're gonna meet up at the shake shop. You're gonna meet up at the little burger place. You know what I'm saying? Do all that stuff. But now, do not take me to unless it's a gourmet. Like this is like a burger spot and it's like different. And
just blow a bag on this one.
Most how downplayed it. It's like the movies. I feel like that's the common.
That's
the movie date. It got to be something real good coming out. Other than that,
I think movies is a classic. It is the most basic date thing out there,
like
but it's a classic. Like
little appetizer.
Can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it.
I feel like the movies is like a cute date for like not the first date. I be going to the movies if I don't even know you. Like, huh?
We can't talk.
Like we just sitting there like
But I talk during movies, so maybe that's
that you two I be telling Yellen to shut up in the back of me.
Being a first date, probably not. Cause and be trying to get fresh. Yeah, I feel like when it's dark, that's when the boys come out to play. So let's be where this like.
A date is when you just intentional. Don't intentionally play with me. Be intentional the right way.
Yeah.
Since we already on the topic of dates, what is your worst date?
I can honestly say I haven't had one.
I think for me, the worst thing was just paying for everything.
The what?
Paying for everything.
Then she looked at me like, poor baby, she ain't know no way.
Oh, child.
My worst date wasn't really a worst date. It was an experience. I went on a date with a guy from my job. And I was like, let me be experimental. Met up with him in DC. The Uber driver was from Baltimore, so he didn't know DC. So we both got lost. I don't know DC. He's asking me where to go. I don't know where to go. We was both lost. So I told him, just drop me off on the side of the road. I called the person, and he picked me up. Went to a bar. It doesn't hit me until it hits me. Mm-hmm. So we was drinking there, talking, Then we was walking in Georgetown. Then, I don't know, it turned into nighttime. We was still drinking, going to just club hopping. It was an experience. I still wanted to drink, so I was like, let's go to the liquor store. And we got Captain Morgan, and that was like the kiss of death. Like, it was a kiss of death.
Bad choice.
And a few hours later, I woke up like on the street. I woke up and I was like, in my head, I was like, where am I? I just hear the person I was with just cussing everybody out. Like, where's my shirt? Somebody stole my shirt. Da 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 da. Just cussing everybody out. I'm like, where am I? But he was doing that where I'm trying to figure out where I am. These bunch of girls were talking to me. Then it was this car, which I thought was his car, so I went inside that car. And they were like, what the F are you doing? This, like, we trying to help you, da-da-da. This boy in the background was saying, hey, come with me. And the girl's like, get away from her while they cussing me out. And then I was like, I heard him. And I was like, I know that voice. So I went towards that. We were just walking. And then while we were walking, I'm like, oh my gosh, you look like crackheads because he has no shirt on. And I'm just walking. I figure I don't have my bag. All that stuff. So we got an Uber. And then when I slept to his house, then we went back to the place because we had to figure out where it was. I lost my ID, my credit card, my Vaseline. To me,
Not the Vaseline.
That's important. My credit card on the floor. But backtrack, when we went to his house, he was just pulling all my stuff out of his pocket, but he didn't have my ID. He had a different girl's ID. And he was like, oh, I'll just grab myself off the floor. But I'm like, you could have grabbed my ID if it was on the floor. But yeah. And then that was like the date. And I was like, wow, that was like an experience. And then I went out with him again. Because that was an experience.
And did y'all talk about what happened? Like, why was his shirt off? Where was all your belongings?
Why were you on the street?
Surprisingly, that's why I be like, God had a covering over me because all my clothes were intact.
Jeez.
Ain't no topping that story. There was this guy that I used to talk to in like 11th grade or whatever, and me and him, it was more so like a FaceTime text type of like situationship because like my parents were very, very strict when I was growing up or whatever, so wasn't no linking up with nobody. But until there was this one day that I was able to finesse, and one day me and my friend, one of my close girlfriends or whatever, we were able to try to plan like a little double date. Like she was willing to come with. Okay, she came with me to go to the movies. So when my father dropped us off, he's thinking that me and her are going to the movies. But she was really just like my cover-up for real, for real. Mm-hmm. So it was really supposed to be me and him. And he was going to bring a friend for my friend or whatever. And she was just kind of going to be my wing woman. So the movie that we were going to see, let's just give it a time frame. And let's just say that it was supposed to start at 1 o'clock. Me and her got to the movie, to the Boulevard probably like around noon. And 1 came and went, 1:30 came and went, 2 o'clock came and went, 3 o'clock. At this point, this boy's texting me, he's like, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm just waiting on my man. Child, the movie's over. Like, it's over.
I'm not waiting on my man.
He was just like, yeah, I'm waiting on my man, so I'm sorry, my mom on my way, da da da. Mind you, the man lived like
close.
15 minutes away driving. It was just annoying. So me and my friend, we were trying to make up for lost time. Mind you, I told my dad already when the movie was ending, but I tried to add on an extra hour or whatever so I could at least see the man in person. So when he finally put up, first of all, let's also talk about it. When I was walking around with my friend trying to like do stuff, find stuff to do, I dropped my phone. I dropped my phone face first, and half of my screen was not responsive.
Oh my god.
So I couldn't even text him anymore. I couldn't even text him or call him. If he called me, there was no picking up. If he texted me, I can't text back. What I had to do, no, really, I don't know how the heck I did it, but I think I DM'd him off my friend phone, or I did something and was like, here's her number, like when you get her, call us or whatever off her phone. So yeah, when he finally showed up, girl, like I said, the movie was over. So we just ended up going to Chick-fil-A that was in the area, and we was at Chick-fil-A or whatever, and that was really the day. After that, he was talking about like, yeah, he has to go to practice for what he did. I'm not gonna say what it was, but he got to go to practice and all this other stuff. So I really saw him, like we really like laid eyes on each other for 45 minutes.
You wasted your time.
Wasted my time so bad, so bad. Like me and my friend could have went and watched the damn movie for all of that.
And then your phone really.
And then my phone was really broken, but like I was so pressed to see him. That was like.
That would have made
We'll talk about that when I get home type. Yeah. Like I was really that pressed. Let's talk about what happened when I got home. Oh my. Like I said, me and him, we was talking for a month, like the entire summer or whatever. So when I got home, he texted me talking about, hey love, my first love back in town, so I'm about to get back with her.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just wish things would get better.
Yeah.
He did not give any
bombastic side
about
eye.
You.
Side eye.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Really tough. He was like, yeah. Then again, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in 11th grade, it was giving rough. I don't think I was that rough because we was on FaceTime all the freaking time. Yeah. So I don't know. Child.
I was just thinking, how does someone look at you and go, I'm gonna waste her time? And then you just said that, and I was like, okay, you said you was looking a little rough. No, I didn't.
You're pretty
No, it was definitely rough back then. I'm not gonna lie, but I felt like I looked decent for the time then. Now it was giving rough. Who knows what it looked like for its time or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like if anything, it was still a privilege. So
it was fine. It was. Yeah. It was. He really played with me. Like I got home and he really did not text me back until after his practice, which was maybe like 2 hours later, and was like, yeah, my first love back in town.
Oh my god.
Me and her about to kick it. Woo, woo. And that's just really how he stopped talking to me. And I was just like,
that is so strange.
Is this real life? Where are the freaking cameras? Like someone cut the cameras, bro. There's no way this is real. The other day, recently, mind you, he's trying to come back twice since then.
Of course.
So why the other day he followed me, like literally like 2 weeks ago. He followed me, and one of my friends talks to his bro now, like that's her man, right? So she brought me up because I mentioned, I was like, oh, that's your man? I was like, oh hell no, he's friends with so and so. And she was like, oh, she gonna bring it up. So she brought it up, and at first she was like, yeah, you remember Dabbie? And he was like, who? Number one, right? He was like, who? And she was like, here's her Instagram. He showed it, and he was like, oh, that was my girl. No, the hell, I was not. Go back to your first love.
Are you ever spinning the block? And that goes for people you dated, people you didn't even have the chance to date, but you was like, oh, you could be my, you know what I'm saying? Or, yeah, just, are you just, let me see, maybe I can give you a chance, or maybe you can try this again. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna put that car around, baby. Hey, babe.
Oh my gosh, I feel you on that, because I feel like people be changing and stuff be happening, and maybe.
Well, I can give my example. So the person I'm with now, I messed with before, but we was both.
The time and way.
Yeah, it wasn't right. So, but we reconnected 2020. It was in December.
Aww. See, spinning the block works. Team spin the block.
Team spin the block, child.
I feel like I only spin the block after the new people I've been trying to talk to is not working out. So now I'm like, I'm lonely, I'm bored, let me go.
So it's a familiar thing for you.
Yeah. But, because, like, all the people I'm kind of talking to now. Okay, not all the people. There's not a bunch
It's
of
okay, baby.
I don't think a bunch of people.
You single, baby. And if she did.
But it's like, I'm going to, like, maybe my most recent ex or something. Because, yeah.
Yeah.
So you would spin the block, but not on like a serious tip, like not like I'm trying to really be with you, but like I'm just want to have fun.
If it depends on how long of a time frame we've broken up, because like you said, people change. I don't think he's changed in that amount of time, so I don't think it's gonna work if we try again. No,
not a long time.
It's just I need someone to talk to. You know all my problems. I can talk to you. I know your problems, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm spinning the block to date.
Understandable. For me, typically, like with people that I talk to, I don't know how to describe it. Like I usually wouldn't spin the block because, well, I lied. I usually would spin the block back in the day, but now, would I spin the block with this one particular person in mind? Absolutely. After some change,
absolutely, I
would spin the block with him. Everybody else, if I ever spent the block, it was never off no serious stuff. Never.
Okay.
Never.
Okay, that makes sense. So y'all like, if it's for a little vibey vibe, but like...
If it's for a little vibey vibe because you're bored and you're looking for someone to talk to, then maybe. But like, on some serious stuff, first of all, I've only been in a serious thing once, and I would definitely spin the block, because, yeah.
Okay.
You, Miss
Yeah, you
I said I was team spin the block.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a quick answer.
Hold on.
That's how I am.
That's what I was thinking.
She said, you sure?
Don't be afraid to hit that block button.
Say spin the block, I feel like that goes for like people you haven't even like given a chance in that sense. Like, would have been that. I ain't never really did it. I ain't not pursuing.
And then something went to hell, and then
yeah.
No, I get it.
But really talking about like spinning the block, like with people you actually like experience.
Yeah.
Hard though. I have to pass on that. That would be like on my last leg, like I'm ready to call.
Not even on that one. I give you mine.
Okay, so the next topic is red flags.
Oh, well, I can go first. My red flags are a guy that's very insecure. Like, so insecure where it's like they don't want you to shine, or they either try to bring you down or something like that. Somebody that, you know, is not ambitious, doesn't have any goals, no wants, like someone's boring to talk to, like it's the same conversation. Like I don't like routine. Somebody that don't want to experience new things, like you don't want to travel, you want to do the same exact thing. Oh God, yeah.
Those are pretty solid.
That's basically it.
She sound like she was listening to the same person. Like I remember you, and I'm
talking about you.
Yeah, it's you.
Change your ways.
Red flags, I can say I have one for guys and one for girls. I can kind of be for both too. So when they're talking about their ex, that's immediately a red flag to me, because you still have enough energy for that person to still be talking about them to a whole new person. So that's a red flag. I'm saying that too because when my ex that cheated on me, we broke up, he was talking shit about me too. So it's like he just does that. So I feel like that still means that, like, one, they're messy. It's just a lot of different reasons. For women, a red flag is, again, also when they're messy. That means you just like being in mess, and then our whole relationship is going to be mess and always drama and tumultuous. So a red flag is tumultuous.
So if you hear me say that after that, my business.
You have said that word before.
No, she has not.
Red flag for me is like if you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, and no communication in it, because I feel like at that point you just feel like you could play with me and just waste my time and just play me for boo-boo the fool. And then I also feel like don't be overly affectionate in the very beginning, because what are we trying to love bomb here and have me fall in love in like 2 weeks, and next thing you know you like, here comes the real me, and you about to rock my world. Like, no, would it hurt?
It sounded like it hurt.
That was hard. I feel like the people who love bomb are like the most aggressive. So just like, please, no.
Back to what you said. Also, don't do that, ladies. Don't tell someone what you want, because then they're just going to emulate that until they run out of whatever you told them that you wanted, and then you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. With everybody here. I think all I can do at this point is piggyback on something that Jocelyn has said about not having no sense of motivation. You don't got nothing going for you. Neither do you want anything to go for you. Like, you are perfectly content in being in your right now, and your right now is buns. Like, it's crappy, and you're okay with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When someone now mentions like trying to like elevate you, like that's the type of person I am. So if I see someone is not in the like best position ever or whatever, and I know a little something, I'm gonna try to put you on. Like, that's just how I am. So I'm trying to put you on, and you got an excuse for everything. Come on now. There's every reason why you can't do better for yourself, but you don't got no problem opening your mouth asking for some money, but you won't open your mouth and go ask for a job. Okay, there's a problem here.
Yeah, that part.
There's a problem. So yeah, it goes for relationships and friendships. Like, why are you I can't, no. Like, why?
She about to say, why are you a bum?
A bum.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Like, why are you doing that? Like, and you're okay with just being like that? You're content with being mediocre? Like,
aren't you bored? It affects you at a certain point too, because at a certain point, whoever you're around will influence you. So
even if they don't influence you, they're gonna annoy the hell out of you. Cause you can't ask me for $10 every day, babe. No, go get a job. Like, no.
She said I don't even play like that. So the next topic: do y'all think cheating is a deal breaker?
Yes.
Yes.
But I also think both ways, like physical and emotional.
And emotional, hell yeah.
Am I the dummy of the group? Cause listen, hear me out.
Sorry?
What did he say?
What are you about to say, bro?
Listen, hear me out. Like you said, it's two different sides of like cheating. Like, it's the emotional aspect, like I'm hiding text messages or I'm hiding how I interact with this person, and then it's also if it comes to you actually entering somebody, I feel like it's a dub. Like, it's whatever. Like,
oh, but emotional cheating is not a dub.
Them texting someone behind.
Okay, listen, hear me out. My reason.
That's right.
Aniya.
Okay, let me clarify. When I say it's not a deal breaker, I feel like in the instance that I am married, okay? When it comes to like me just dating somebody,
dating somebody like it's your boyfriend.
So what if you're married and they do physical cheating? Is it a deal?
Yeah, I just gonna give all by myself. I feel like it's not a deal breaker if it's like emotional cheating.
So it's Maya from the future. I had to come back to clarify. So I realized it sounds real crazy, but this is what I mean. The sense of like not physical, right? Another side of cheating is like make an inappropriate flirty joke or being a little bit flirtatious with somebody in a sense. And I feel like a lot of times some men don't even notice that they're doing that if certain things aren't discussed. In the sense of like, I think somebody should know better, but they just don't know better, and that happens. I don't feel like I would be like, yeah, I'm throwing in the towel. And that's just me being honest. But I feel like cheating, on the other hand, I feel like you did a combination of all the different types of cheating. Like, that's why, in the context, the other stuff is not. So I just had to come back and clarify, but I still stand on what I said. I believe in second chances, but not third.
Because like people just sometimes just do stupid things. It becomes a pattern, and it's like So I feel like you had one time to mess up with me, and if you do it again, then it's just like But it's some people that have messed up once and
got it together.
Yeah, so because you act on something doesn't make that like your character. But once I see it's a pattern, then I'm like, I'm off you. And that's just
so what if they had sex once based off of like y'all was arguing, y'all was going through what y'all was going through, and you know, somebody was there for them to talk to, a wrong person, right time, I guess, and that happened. But after it happened, their eyes cleared and they realized, like, this is not what I wanted to do. I really stepped out on somebody who, you know what I'm saying, we're going through a rough patch, but that's my person. So what do you say then? Like, are you going, is it still the same energy?
I don't think so, because even though it's like a series of events, if like you're emotionally cheating or whatever, when it comes to like cheating sexually, that's like you took a lot of steps to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go through with this. Like, you went through so many steps of doing something. It's like,
but you know, men are also kind of dumb.
But I feel like emotional cheating is the same way, because you really,
especially if you're going through if you're going out your way to build a connection, you going out your way to hide the messages. Because you're not texting in my face.
The only thing is you keeping the loyalty, because you feel like they feel like they're not cheating because they're not kissing them
and they're not physically, putting hands on somebody.
But they're basically saying the same things that they're telling you. They're keeping the same promises. They're still saying, the only thing is no sex involved.
Okay, so do y'all feel like it could be a case where somebody could be cheating emotionally, but they don't realize till it's too late. So it's not like I'm intentionally.
They don't realize.
No. Yeah,
hiding the phone from me, you know that you're doing something wrong.
No, not like that. You instance that it's not even like no physical evidence. Like say it's like a work type of thing. Like y'all in the office, and you know how people be like, "Oh, that's my work. Yeah, that's my work husband." Da, 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 da. And so, so like say if it's like in the instance of like they just cool buddy. Oh, hey John, you know da 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 da, and like he just think it's like. I'm being cordial with my coworker, and next thing you know, it just like it crosses a boundary, it crosses the line.
It starts crossing when they start texting.
You think
no.
so?
Even at the workspace, it can get really like.
To me, it's like you always know, you just don't want to admit it to yourself. So to me, it's like you know, you just don't want to admit it, so you don't want to say it out loud.
But I think some men are stupid because most times they'll be like, "Oh, she wasn't even doing this," or "I don't even think she on," but they really be on that, and they just be sitting there looking like
they know that there's going to be temptation everywhere. So if you can't be in a relationship with someone and be like, okay, there's going to be temptation, I'm still going to stay focused on this person. You should just be single. That's how I'm feeling like, because I don't see why you can't just be single and do what you want to do.
That's why I don't get either.
But when you say I want to be with you and I'm trying to build something with you, don't let any outside forces be able to intervene with that. That's my opinion.
That's facts though. That's facts. And honestly, I just be feeling like I can only speak from a heterosexual point of view, because this is what I've noticed. You go through a rough patch and y'all are going through it or whatever, and then the guy will step out because stuff hit the fan. Meanwhile, the woman, even though y'all are going through the same rough patch, the woman is staying down. Yeah. You are weak.
Yeah.
You're weak. Yeah. That's just simply what it is. At the end of the day, you're just weak. And it's just kind of like, it makes my skin crawl, because it's just kind of like, why? Me and you were going through it just the same way, and I still chose you every day. And the moment that someone peeped their head and gave you a little bit of attention, scratched the little itch that you had on your back, all of a sudden you folded like that. Like, that's all it took.
Yeah, but that's when it's scary. That's when it's like, those are the insecure guys. So,
which is true.
Yeah, they feel like they need other women to feel fulfilled,
especially when they're messing with somebody that's confident.
Yeah. I feel like now we're trying to answer the question of why men cheat, and that's still a question that I have no
answer to it. There's no like viable answer, to be honest. Like, there is no answer like that can summarize it.
Like, revise my answer a little bit. I still feel like yes, I would just give it another chance depending on how it's done, but I want to know the context of what happened, because in that context, I'm gonna analyze if it seemed like a mistake, or like you truly was just trying to play with me or whatever. But see, it's not even gonna go down like that, because like I said, I'm not accepting nothing. And God sent him. And
that part.
At that point,
the
integrity is there. So yeah, I just think it depends on the context.
How do y'all